Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to come in here. So I saw this news a while ago, but it's been a lot in the news cycle, with everything going on with the Diddy case and just and I've also been doing my Bollywood reviews and, the Blood of Zeus and things like that. So it's like I've kind of been preoccupied with other things, but I did see a couple of days ago that Taylor Swift has been subpoenaed for this whole court case back and forth trial concerning Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. And at this point, I think I'm gonna keep saying it in any videos that I do about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. I'm just gonna keep saying it even as it gets to like the end of this trial for whoever wins. For me and my heart of hearts, I truly feel like this whole thing was a complete misunderstanding between both parties concerning Blake and concerning Justin. The more I look at it, the more I just feel like there was just misunderstandings, and I feel like they should have done a freaking like Ryan Gosling and Rachel what's her name, Rachel McAdams. They should have done it. Remember when they got into it, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams, and then the directors put them in one room and they yelled it out, they screamed it out, and then they were like, okay, let's go back to work together. That's how I feel like it should have been with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni with this case. I feel like there was just a ton of misunderstandings, even the whole and maybe Blake. Listen, I just personally, for me, that whole thing, I think, and who knows, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, I don't know. But I just, from currently right now, from the outside looking in, it's looking like there was just misunderstandings. Like, I just feel like it's missing a lot of context. And I don't really think anybody's really the bad guy in this situation. But unfortunately, they chose to bring it public. They chose to bring it public. They chose to take it to the courts. And now we're in this divisive time where, like, you're going to have these freaking, like, conservative people who, any which way, they just want to tear down any Hollywood woman in the public eye. And this whole, and on top of that, I feel like there's this like gender war currently right now. Like, it feels like man versus woman, girl versus boy thing vibe that's going on right now, that makes me very uncomfortable. Because, like, I just feel like, one, I think men and women need each other. I think boys and girls need each other. So it's just like this whole culture, like, where it's like I hate men or I hate women thing, just makes me uncomfortable. And right now, it just, because of these two high profile people, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, it's just coming across like, okay, like, these are the pinnacles of that. And unfortunately for Taylor Swift, she has also been dragged into this whole crazy situation, which I think for her, she clearly did not want to be dragged in this. She's probably pissed off that she was even dragged in this, but she is. And not only that, she has been subpoenaed, okay? So let's go to the People magazine article. Blake Lively threatened to leak Taylor Swift texts if singer didn't publicly support her claim, Justin Baldoni's lawyers. Okay, so Blake Lively is denying these claims, but it says here, Justin Baldoni's lawyers claim their subpoena seeks to show Blake Lively's threats made to best friend Taylor Swift. Justin Baldoni's legal team says they got information from an anonymous source who is highly likely to have reliable information. Swift's rep recently distanced the pop star from the legal matter, issuing a statement slamming the subpoena. Okay. It says here, okay, a lawyer for Lively. Okay, so let's just get to it. After pushback from Lively and Ryan Reynolds on a subpoena issued to Venable, the law firm that represents Swift, Baldoni's lawyers responded in a letter to the judge on Wednesday, May 14th, which is what, yesterday or today? Yeah, today, arguing why they believe the subpoena is necessary in this case. The Lively defendant's insistence that the subpoena seeks irrelevant information is wrong, writes Brian Friedman in the letter. Friedman claims to have received a tip from a source who is highly likely to have reliable information. According to the letter, That anonymous source alleged that Lively asked Swift to delete the text messages. Okay, so this is what he's claiming. Another allegation included in the letter suggests Lively's attorney contacted Swift's attorney and demanded that Miss Swift release a statement of support for Miss Lively, as well as in, intimating. Sorry, y'all, it's a lot. That if Miss Swift refused to do so, private text messages of a personal nature in Miss Lively's possession will be released. Friedman alleges that they were also informed that Swift's lawyers responded to Lively's attorney and addressed these inappropriate and apparently threats. He adds, it is those communications that the Wayfair parties seek to obtain as potential evidence of an attempt to intimidate and coerce a witness in the litigation. In a statement to People Magazine, Lively's attorney says this is a categorically false and we unequivocally deny all of these so-called allegations. Which are cowardly sourced into supposed anonymous sources and completely untethered from reality. This is what we have come to expect from Wayfair parties, lawyers who appear to love nothing more than shooting first without any evidence, and with no care for the people they are harming in the process. We will imminently file motions with the court to hold these attorneys accountable for the misconduct here. Okay? So this is what they're saying. Came to light. Swift 35 issued a subpoena ongoing legal battle, which began when Lively 37 sued Balduni. Okay. And this is Taylor Swift's statement from our legal team. She says Taylor Swift never set foot on the set of the movie. She was not involved in any casting or creative decisions. She did not score the film. She never saw an edit or made any notes on the film. She did not even see It Ends With Us until weeks after it was public release, and was traveling around the globe during 2023 and 2024, headlining the biggest tour in history. The connection Taylor had to this film was permitting the use of one song, My Tears Ricochet. Her rep continued in the statement, given that her involvement was licensing a song for the film, which 19 other artists also did. This document subpoena is designed to use Taylor Swift's name to draw public interest by creating tabloid clickbait instead of focusing on the facts of the case. Lively's spokesperson also spoke out against the subpoena, claiming Baldoni's legal team was turning the case into entertainment for tabloids. This is a very serious legal matter, not a circus. The defendants continue to publicly intimidate, bully, shame, and attack women's rights and reputations, said the actress. Okay, she's going the feminist route. Yes. Okay. A source told People, along with Swift, Hugh Jackman could also... What? Why would Hugh Jackman be subpoenaed? What he do? Anyone that had any knowledge of the situation will be subpoenaed, no matter their celebrity status. Another insider, however, said Swift and Jackman, 57, are privy to anything going on, adding that claims... Oh, because Hugh Jackman... Oh, yeah, the Deadpool thing. Okay. Adding that the claims will be subpoenaed are smokes and mirrors and trying to distract from the allegations against Balduni. Listen, God. Okay. Because Lively asked about, okay, she was with me through, okay, so this was Lively's statement about Balduni. About Swift during the film. Swift's involvement in the project during August 2024 interview with Gayle King. She was with me throughout the whole process, so I think that for better or for worse, she, experienced the whole thing with me. So it's like, girl, Taylor, you were releasing a statement saying that you weren't even there, you don't know what the hell's going on, and then here, Blake Lively back in 2024 is contradicting what you're saying, girl. I don't know. Some of Lively's alleged texts to Balduni have already been released as exhibits in their separate complaints, including one in which Lively seemed to refer to Swift and Reynolds, 48, as her dragons who stand up for her. Okay, Ms. Mother of Dragons. Okay, Ms. Daenerys, Stoneborn of House Targaryen, first of her name. Okay, Queen of the Dothraki, Khaleesi of the Dothraki. Okay, you really like she said dragons. Okay, girl. Freeman said in a previous statement that Lively was the one who brought her high profile friends into the situation. I can also see Blake, girl. I'm not gonna lie. I can also see because you're saying that like Balduni's bringing famous people for tabloid fodder, but it's like, girl, like you out here talking about some dragons and like Ryan Reynolds, your husband, and Taylor Swift are your dragons, and they can do anything for you, and it's just like. I don't know. And this is why I say like they should have never listen. This is why I said I personally feel like to me, especially when I look at the whole intimacy coach situation, because I also read that part, clearly there was some scheduling problems with Blake and things like that. So I think, and this is me interpreting it, like from how I see it, I think Blake was like, oh, well, Justin was like, I don't even know, like she's not here or like she's late or I guess we're going to have to wing it. And he did what he did and she felt uncomfortable by that. But like, I don't personally feel like Justin intentionally wanted to do that. I feel like Blake, why didn't you meet with the intimacy coach along with, and that's the part that's like, and this is why I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me wait till the court case before I bring any judgment to it. Because like, I have a feeling about who is going to win this case and who's going to lose. I don't know if this is going to end in a settlement. I don't think it's there. We're at that place right now. But I kind of have a feeling about who's going to win this case and who's going to lose. Because it's looking ridiculous. And the fact that like Taylor is now being subpoenaed is like, I don't know. There've been kind of like some lingerings here and there, like saying that Taylor's no longer friends with Blake because of this whole situation. But then it's like, I feel like after that we saw them out and about together. And then people said that Travis Kelce unfollowed Blake and Ryan Reynolds on Instagram. So I don't know what the truth is at this point. We're just going to have to wait for this to play out in court. But I will say this, like I said, and I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like I'm coming from like a neutral side of this. And me having no dog in this fight. But like, because obviously you do have like this whole man versus woman thing. And like, this whole thing. Like there's that thing right now that's out here in the air. But like for me, that's not even a part of that. Because it makes me uncomfortable. I just personally feel like there's no real winners or no real losers in this situation. I honestly feel, because I just personally feel like on all ends, this was a complete misunderstanding. And I personally don't feel like it should have went this far. It should never even went to the courts. Y'all should have sat down in a room, in a meeting room or something. Go to the studios, have your husbands and your partners there, have the directors there, and y'all scream it out, shout it out, do what y'all need to do, shake hands, and move on. Because I just feel like, and never work with each other again, because clearly I don't like each other. So it's just, I don't know. And for like the film and mind you, the film did well. That's the crazy part. The film did well only for it to end in like only for it to end it like this. It's crazy. It's just crazy to me. But Taylor, I know she's upset that she's being dragged into this because like it's just like, girl, like I'm already getting dragged. Like you have the president over here dragging me every like 3 to 5 months on his social media. Like I have some conservatives dragging me because I didn't support. Like it's just like I'm already dealing with what I'm dealing with. And I'm here, and people are speculating about my relationship with Travis Kelce, talking about whether it's PR or not. So it's like I'm already going through what I'm going through right now. Like it's like I don't need to be pulled in bullshit. And on top of that, this thing is very divisive. Right now, you have like literally like these incels, these like red pill people on the internet, like dragging Blake Lively for filth before letting the facts or everything come out in trial. So it's just like, now you being attached to this, like, it's going to look like, I don't know. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But like I said, I honestly feel like no matter what, there's not going to be no real winners in this because it's just, it didn't have to get this far. That's all I'm going to say. And before I end this video, I'm not gonna talk about Cassie's second. I'm not gonna be too long when it comes to Cassie's second day on the stand, as I already did a video discussing her first day on the stand on my channel. Y'all can go and watch that video. It was just it was a hard video to do. But I did read, and I also retweeted it. So if you guys can go to my Twitter account, I also retweeted it there. Um, I did read the her second day on the stand, and I did see where, I felt like on the second day, like I felt like the prosecution, the government focused more on like the domestic violence stuff. And let me just say this: Cassie, like, if this one was literally getting beat, like throughout, allegedly getting beat throughout her whole time, like literally the 10 years that she was with Diddy, like she was getting beat up throughout the whole time, her head bashed in, just black eyes, just, and then there's a part today on the second part of the stand where she's talking about how she had during the freak offs she had UTIs, and she will still have to, Diddy still wanted her to perform while she had the UTIs, and it will hurt her, it will burn, it was painful for her. And then not only that, she also said that how like she also had sores in her mouth, like she had sores in her mouth after, just years and years and years of doing the freak offs and the loop and all the disgusting demonic stuff that went in with that. It caused her to have sores in her mouth, so she couldn't even like sing well when she was trying to produce her music and stuff like that. So this girl, Diddy broke this girl's spirit. Like I can't, like, he, like, and that's the thing too that I was just thinking about. I was just like, so is this all y'all did? Like, that's the part I'm thinking. I'm like, is this all y'all did? Just freak offs and beatings. Freak offs, you get beat up. Freak offs, you get beat up. It's like, did you ever have a full blown conversation once in your life? Like, that's the part. Like, I'm like, that's what it's giving me. And then I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a part here where the prosecutor asked her about like, Kid Cudi, and I wish, I don't know, maybe she could have gone into a little bit more detail, but like, I'm like, how did she even have time, or how did Diddy even allow her? Well, he didn't allow her, but like, how did she even meet Kid Cudi? Like, how was that even able to happen? Her dating Kid Cudi, especially of how obsessive, possessive, and how Diddy basically treated her like a sex slave. How was she even able to try to date Kid Cudi? Like, that's the part where it's like, I don't know. I guess I wish, maybe, I don't know, maybe she might do an interview or something. I don't know. Or write a book. Because, oh yeah, she did bring up the fact that she was going to put out this book towards the end of her testimony today. She was going to put a book out, and then she sent it to Diddy first. She sent it to Diddy's team, and she was basically like, oh, I'm going to put this book out. And basically, and she gave it to her lawyer to give it to Diddy's lawyer. And basically, when they got back to Cassie, and they basically told Cassie, "Oh, well, Diddy's not taking it seriously. Like, he didn't, like, he basically shrugged it off. He didn't think that she was gonna do it." Well, child, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. When I tell you, Cassie then pushed through that lawsuit, and she admitted that she sued for 30 million, but she settled for 20 million. 20 million. If anything, girlie, you deserved way more than 20 million. For everything that you had to do, you deserved way more than $20 million off of that settlement. If anything, I would have aimed for a cute little 100 million and settled for 50 million. But that's just me. Because 20 million is not enough for the shit that you had to do. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So it's just like, in the second testimony, I would say mostly they focused more on the domestic violence that she was going through. The beat, like, yo, Cassie was getting beat throughout this whole, like, from the beginning to the end. She also talked about how also she was sexually assaulted the last time, like, Diddy raped her in the last, time that they met. And apparently that's when she actually met Alex Fine, her husband. So she met her husband during like the end, like 2018, like, I would say maybe September-ish, 2018. Cassie wanted closure, so she went and then Diddy raped her in front, in her house. And but then there's a part where she went, I don't know, y'all need to go and look up the testimony yourselves to see the craziness. But like that's basically like my summary of the second testimony. But this girl, and she talked about how, because I was wondering, I was like, girl, what kind of therapy you probably need to like, the kind of therapy that Cassie needs. And like she did say that she does trauma therapy, like she was in there, and that she was addicted to all these drugs. She was addicted to drugs apparently since like 2023. Like, so this is after, like, she was still addicted to the drugs. So like, and Alex Fine basically helped her get off, of course, with, you know, her own willpower and things like that. But like, her husband really, really helped her. So like, and then on top of that, her husband was also when he found out, when Cassie told him everything, like he was just like threatening Diddy and texting Diddy saying that he was gonna beat the F out of him, but and it's like, listen, we would have loved to see that. I'm not gonna lie to you, we would have loved, and I wish that could have been a thing. Like, someone needs to beat Diddy's ass. Like, I hope you rot in jail for the rest of your life. I hope you get, like, I hope they throw the key. I hope you're put in, what's it called, general population, where all of them, and honestly, it needs to happen to Diddy. You know, it's one of these cases where it's like, what he does to other people, it needs to happen to him. Yeah, we want it to happen to him. I want him in general population. I want him to get beat down by the inmates. I want him to get his ass whipped. I need someone to open a can of whoop ass on Diddy because he's going to prison. Let's be very clear. He's going to prison. He's gone. He's gone. He needs to be put in general population. He needs to get his ass whipped. I need someone to open up a can of whoop ass on him, stomp a mud hole in him and walk it dry. They need to get on that ass. And you know what? Let all them inmates run trains on him so he can know how it feels like. Oh, but then again, I don't think that's the best option because, you know, Diddy does also like the men. You know, he also likes that. So, you know what? We want no enjoyment. So let's just leave it at the ass whoopings. Let's just leave it at the ass whoopings. Okay? Let's just leave it at that. Since he want to be out here deeming it out. Oh, God. I can't. This was too much. Someone said this on Twitter. They're like, this is probably like, this is the worst week. Like, this week, just the Diddy, the Halle, like, this week is the worst week ever. One of the worst weeks ever. Like, I can't handle this. This is too much. This is too much. And the fact that we need to go, mind you, this like a good 7 more weeks of this trial. Like, how much more? Like, this was already a lot with Cassie. Like, could you imagine the other victims coming up and testifying? Like, what could be worse than this? Like, if there's anything worse than this, I think I might, like, I can't. I can't. This was a lot. Cassie, girl, you're gonna have to be in therapy for life. You're gonna have to be in therapy for life. Never, even if they want to discharge you, go find another therapist. Stay in therapy for life. She talked about how she almost wanted to commit suicide, apparently, but her husband stopped. Like, listen, this was a lot for her. I'm thinking about it, like, it's not like 1 or 2, 10 years of voyeurism, of like just demonic, like it's demonic. It's demonic. And Diddy looks demonic at that too. If y'all look at this picture, he looks crazy. Anyway, y'all, you guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 2,000 subscribers, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.